Welcome to Gear Talk episode 2. Today I'm going to talk about continuous video lighting and just practically showing you in a room, small room, in a bedroom or whatever, that you're trying to film video and you can only buy one light and set it up. This is to help you see visually what the different type of lighting and modifiers look like. And I'm going to try to keep the camera setting consistent just so you have an idea of how bright and how strong the lights are based on what you get and their value. Right now the camera is set at 125, 1/125 for the shutter speed, and f3.5 for the aperture, and ISO 320. And right now the LED continuous lighting that I have with the softbox is set on 100%, so this is as bright as it will get. So I'm just actually going to adjust the ISO just by a little bit, just for some of the later lights that will be a little bit not as bright as this. From my memory, all the other lights are definitely not as strong. Yeah, so each of the lights will be set up above the camera and to the right, about a meter or so away from my face. So that's to help you gauge how strong these lights are. So this first light here, we have the NEEWER LED continuous video light, and right now I also have a NEEWER square softbox on it. As you can see, this is the lighting that is on my face without the softbox. So this is what the lighting looks like without the softbox. It's a lot harsher, and it's actually really bright and blinding. You probably can see the shadows and whatnot that shows up behind me. This is what happens when you just use a light without any modifier in front of it, like an umbrella or a softbox. So let's quickly toss on that softbox again. So the softbox just looks like this. This is the size of it. I can't remember exactly the dimension. I'll try to throw it in afterwards. But that is with the softbox on. And as you can see, the shadows are a lot lighter and everything is a lot softer. The lighting is a lot more soft. So this is at 100%, and we can actually turn it down just so you can see. So now this is 50%. This is just the brightness. I haven't changed any of the camera setting. This is with the softbox at 50%. And this is at the lowest at 10% brightness. And yeah, this is what the video looks like. And this is at 100%, but with an umbrella in front of it instead of the softbox. So this is the LED light with just the reflector on, and it's really bright and it's really harsh lighting, but the spread, as you can see, lights up the back quite a bit more. Okay, next we have just a fluorescent bulb. That is at 5,500 kelvins with an umbrella to diffuse the light. And yeah, as you can see, compared to the 100% brightness on the other LED light, this is a lot darker. You can change that up by bringing the light a little bit closer. And it also, the downside of these lights is it takes a little bit of time to warm up to its max brightness, but it's not like a worlds of a difference once it reaches max brightness. So I'm just going to bring the light a little bit closer. Yeah, so this is the light and its fallout on the back walls with just a single umbrella light. Next we have GVM, the Great Video Maker LED panel. This one is a RGB panel, so you can change the different colors. But right now, this is just the normal brightness, and I don't know what temperature it's set at or what temperature it's trying to replicate. But this LED panel gives you the chance to use different colors and also have barn doors. So right now, the barn doors are relatively closed, and I'll show you what it looks like with the barn doors wide open and see if you can tell the difference of the spread on the wall behind me. And that is with the barn doors opened wide. And now I'm going to change the color. There is an app to change the color on your phone for this one, but I don't have it, so I'm going to have to go to the light and change it. But right now it's at 5,500 kelvins as well, and this is what 100% brightness on it looks like. This is the LED panel at 50% brightness and with the barn doors wide open. 50% brightness. This is at 25% brightness. The lowest setting is 1%. And this is what it looks like at 1%. Cool thing about this RGB light is you can change it to whatever color you want. And yeah, that's what it looks like. Everything's blue. Next, we have the smallest LED light panel, and this one actually has 308 bulbs or 308 diodes. And yeah, this is the brightness at 10%. It's a small little panel and very directional lighting, but it works and it can be powered off a battery or as well as a AC adapter connection. So depending on what you want, it can be pretty portable. I really like this light because I actually brought it with me for camping as a tent light, and it works fairly well. So this is at 10%. This is at 25%. This is at 50%. I'm just going to add, this LED has a little bit of a diffuse panel in front of it, but to soften it, you would probably want to throw in a diffuser or one of those 5-in-1 reflectors and have that between the light, and that will soften the light a little bit. But this is the brightness at 50%. This is the brightness at 75%, and this is the brightness at 100%. And again, this light, you can change the temperature. It's 3,300 kelvins to 5,600 kelvins. So you can play with the temperature of light a little bit, depending on your room and ambient lighting. Or you can use this light to light up the back of a wall or something like that. So as a reference, that is the size of this NEEWER 308 LED panel compared to the GVM RGB light that's behind it. So this is a comparison of a couple of the lights. I just wanted you to be able to see what each of these lights look like in just a room setting for a talking head video. Let me know if this was helpful in helping you make a decision on what light to get for your setup. Yeah, this is just a easy light setup above the camera, and you can see how harsh or strong the light is, and depending on what you need the light for, these are some options you can consider. Have a good one.